Hey troops, you are now tuned in to a Truebiiiiies Guide podcast. My name is True. If you are just tuning in for the very first time, welcome. Thank you for joining. This is the podcast where we talk about life, we talk about business and tools on how you can meet your goal. I'm excited to have you all here with me. And thank you for tuning in. If you've been rocking with me, how you've been rocking with me for the longest. Hey Truebiiiies. Hello, my Truebiiiiies. So, as promised, I want to break down some tools and some roadmaps, so we are going to jump straight into it. So, I got a call from AU and a couple of other people for real, and they were just really just explaining to me how, look, I have creativity. I know what my messaging is. I know what it is that I'm doing. The thing is, it's business. It's the business aspect of it. What does doing business actually look like? And oftentimes, especially in the Black community, we don't know what doing business really look like. We don't know what having contracts look like. We don't know what MOUs are, and we don't know where we're pulling our service agreements for and from and all of those things. So I'm going to break down how you can create a roadmap, and then what are some documents or tools you should be using or should have when you are doing business, right? All of these should align with whatever goal it is you are trying to meet. So let's start off with the roadmap, right? So we're going to break down the roadmap. So you already made some SMART goals. You know that you made some specific goals. So you are going to break down on a graph, and you're going to put your what in one box. So your what's are going to be those specific goals that you already set for yourself. So in that time frame box, whether it's 12 months, 24 months, 30 months, 36 months, how long is it going to take you to accomplish that goal that you just set for yourself? That third box we're going to leave blank because it's going to be your miscellaneous box for any mishaps that may come about or some miscellaneous support you may need to help reach that goal. Then right up under that, we're going to break down our self-family community boxes. What do you need to align yourself with, or what do you yourself need in order to meet these goals? So for example, let's say you need to be driving to Columbus every month or every single day to accomplish whatever goal it is that's on your list, but you have suspended license. Well, a part of your self box needs to be to make sure that you take care of your license, right? So then let's jump over to our family box. So you might have 2 children inside of your household, and you might be needing to put in 40 hours to go and meet one of these goals. Where are your children going to be in those 40 hours? Is it going to be quality service? Is it in-home care? Is it daycare? Or do you have a voucher? Are you paying out of pocket? If so, where's this money coming from? Did you put it in your budget sheet? All of those things. So that's why you have to know what's in your family box that you need to take care of. Then most of us, if you're anything like me, then you're a philanthropist, you're giving back to your community, you always figuring out a way, how can I be of service and extend my hand? And then you're going to put that in your community box. Let's say you are coaching an AAU team every month. You're going to put that in your community box. Let's say you donate to the Salvation Army every month. You're going to put that in your community box. Whatever is taking away your time or your money or your energy, you are going to put it inside of one of these boxes, but you are going to separate it between self, family, and community. Once you can identify these things and what you need to do from these things, we're going to jump over into our goal sheet, where we put one of those goals or each one of these objectives on here, and we break down those call to actions, and we talked about that before. So that's really it. That's it for your roadmap. That's how you meet a goal. And then you start to do those things. You start to look at, okay, if my goal is let's say that I'm driving to Columbus because my goal is to be the manager of this new company, right? So I got to drive to Columbus for whatever reason. So I'm driving I done got my license fixed. Is on my list. I have to go and get driving privileges before I can do anything else. I got my driving privileges. Now I'm driving out there. I did what I needed to do. I kept my SR22. Now, after I've done that thing, I paid my reinstatement fees. I got my license back. Once those licenses are back, I'm out here in Columbus. I then completed my courses or training or whatever it is that I needed to do, and now I then became manager. So it's like, that's the roadmap. Now, there are essentially things that will come in between that. And that was one of the things we talked about before, or that I really wanted to break down. And the question was, how are you going to stay on track? Like, what are the perceived roadblocks that may occur on your way to that goal? And it may vary. It could be things from you getting pregnant. It could be losing your job. It can be getting a new job. It can be moving to a new state. It can be getting a new vehicle, not having a new vehicle, getting a new partner, not having a new partner. Like, it can be so many things, because life often throws us these curveballs that come your way. And so you want to know, what are the perceived roadblocks? So that way you can start to say, okay, well, if this happens, these are my support people that are around me, or this is the route that I'm going to take, or this is my, and I don't really want to say like backup plan, but these are the things the tools that I'm going to pull out of my tool bag if these things are to occur. So this roadmap is one of the essential tools that you can use when it comes down to meeting your goals. So Truebiiiies, I thank you for tuning in to a Truebiiiies Guide podcast. My name is True. I am your host. Make sure that you are submitting questions, because they might just get aired here on a Truebiiiies Guide podcast, where you can find anywhere that you can find a podcast. So I will see you guys next episode, and thank you for tuning in.